he he blew off all three of his fingers and went deaf. So I used to work as a young man in a hospital cleaning the ER room at night. And on the 4th of July, a guy came in, brought in by another guy. He was super drunk, and there was blood pouring out of his hand, and he had a patch like a sock over his ear. And I walked up to him and asked him, "Hey, man, are you okay?" Because there was no nurses in the ER. I was the only one in the ER at that point of time. The nurses had to step out to go do something. And so I got him a wheelchair to sit in, and his buddy was telling me that he lit an M80. And for those of you that don't know what an M80 is, it's a little tiny stick of dynamite, basically. And he lit it, and he held it in his hand, and the guy that brought him in told me he kept telling him, "Get rid of it, throw it, you drunken fool, throw it, throw it." And by the time the guy had reached back and went to go throw it, he said it was about right here next to his ear, and it exploded. It blew off his thumb and these two fingers here, and partially decapitated the 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 this the top part of this finger here. So basically, the fingers were all unsavable except for this one here. They were able to stitch it back on, and but yeah, they had to wrap them up. That there was no saving these three because the thumb was missing halfway. These two fingers had the tips missing, and they didn't bring them in. If they would have brought them in, they could have probably saved them and stitched them back on or put surgical glued them, however they do it. But they didn't do that. And his ear, he went actually deaf in his ear for the rest of his life. He could not hear out of that ear. And I know this because the doctor that did the surgery on him for these fingers told me when I asked that he was deaf and he would never be able to hear out of that ear again. So that is my 4th of July story. Hope you liked it.